Hey everybody, Darren, and welcome back to Lloyd's Comics Collectibles. And this week we'll be taking a look at the Elite 67 Velveteen Dream, I think it was. Elite 67, seems right. Let me double check my note. Yeah, Elite 67. He came out with Shayna Baszler, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Cedric Alexander, and Rey Mysterio. So this at this point is a bit of an older figure, but you've probably seen the unboxing footage I put in here at the beginning. He comes with his white poofy shirt, which is soft goods, which is something very nice to see, because we don't get that a whole lot in Mattel figures, but there's a reason for that we'll go over when we sort of start talking about that. And he comes with his signature 3-eye sunglasses that I think are tight enough, like they're going pretty good, and yeah, I mean they're still on there, so they at least hold on pretty good. Sometimes that's a problem with Mattel figures. So he won't, I mean, if he falls off the shelf, they might come off, but they're not going to just fall off his face while he's on the shelf. So let's take a quick look at the face scan. Hopefully that's zooming in alright. As you come to expect with most of the newer Mattel stuff, really good face scan, looks like him. He's got his signature, I guess you call it a pompadour, spiky pompadour, I don't know, I'm not a barber, so I'm not really up to date on the terms. But one thing I did like is he's got these shaved sides here, and they did add in the braids or cornrows on the sides, so that gives a little bit of extra detail. So I really like that. Like I said, he comes with his frilly white shirt, or poofy white shirt. It's got a little bit of a hem in there, so it actually, if you cross it over him, I hit the back there, but it stays reasonably well closed. He does come, this one, with a clear rubber band around the waist. If you're real particular, you might want to keep just that rubber band for that. But, let's see here. Oh, yeah, the cloth ones are much easier to get off than the rubber ones usually are. I don't know if this was a custom body mold or not. I'm not as familiar with as some of the more senior members of the figure wrestling community. They can spot body molds and stuff, but a real good body mold for Velveteen. He sort of got that lanky, muscular look. He's real tall, so that works. I like that. He's wearing his I consider this the classic Velveteen Dream look, the white shirt with the blue that's purple long tights with the I don't know the name of this pattern. I feel like if somebody told me the name, no, I've heard it before. If it'll show up there, it's sort of harder to see on the thighs because of the reflection. Sorry about that, guys, but on the sides you can see it, and then the back, it's still kind of blowing things out. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. Maybe that's a little bit better for you because I think the computer was on autofocus, but got that pattern, and then you got the a nice little bit of detail. I'm assuming stickered on, or however they do stickers now. The eye holes and tie string in the front. That's a nice little bit of detail. And the boots are white, which are pretty typical for this look, and they're molded with, I'd call this a scale mail pattern. That's what I'd call it. And then you got the regular boots, which do have, if it'll show on the light there, they do have the laces, I think, on the bottom half of the boots here. So even though it's not a lot to talk about as far as a look goes, it's pretty simple. It's such an iconic look for Harriet Velveteen if you're a long-time NXT fan, that I really like it. Going over points of articulation, usual stuff for an Elite. The head is on a ball joint that'll go sideways some. up and down. The shoulder is a ball joint. It's got the little hinge there so you can go in and out with it. It swivels at the bicep pretty much all the way around. It's a little bit harder to get it to get a hold of it and not spin the shoulder joint. So that's a little bit more for fine posing, but it does swivel right there at the bicep. It's a single hinge at the elbow. The typical pin and hinge design, so the fingers are the wrist is more or less a ball joint. Will go all the way around, and you can tilt the hands in and out because of that hinge. He's got the ab crunch feature, which I think all elites have pretty much. The waist swivels all the way around. The hips are a ball joint and go up and down and do all the ball jointy stuff. And there's a swivel point at the upper thigh there. The knee's a double hinge, so you can bend it back about yay far. So you can do you can do lots of interesting poses, and if you got to stand, he'd actually stand like this. You're gonna have no idea why he'd be standing like that, but if you wanted to. The ankles swivel at the tops of the boots, which is common for a lot of these figures, and the ankles do go up and down a little bit, or quite a bit if you give it a little bit of force, which you have to with these sometimes. So it's always about what you can expect for the usual amount of articulation for an elite. Let's see if this, you may have to look at the physical review or the typed review, because I don't know how well they will focus. I can get it to focus on these glasses, but they're the stereotypical Velveteen three-eyed sunglasses. And you saw the poofy shirt earlier, but here you go. And in the back, his hands are, they're two sets of hands, but I don't think they're really that different, if I'm honest. He has this kind of C-grip / holdy hand. The Randy Orton Velveteen Dream pose hand. And then comparing the two, there's these, then there's these more open C holding hands, like C grip holding hands, and that's what you get. So I'm not sure why they're, it does give you a little bit of posing variety if you're doing like the entrance pose, like this or whatever, I guess, as opposed to having the bigger grippy hand. But they're kind of, those three to me are kind of the same. But you do have them for some good posing. What did I get white on that? I don't know. But overall, guys, this is my preferred Velveteen Elite. He has another one, I can't remember what series it's in, where he's in like this blue jumpsuit that has white clouds on it. I'm not a fan of that attire. Probably nothing wrong with the figure, and it might have been during one of Velveteen's big matches that I just don't remember. But that one does come with, if you're a belt person, the North American title. I think it comes with some slightly more detailed version of these glasses. I want to say maybe they have brown frames on them or something. So that's another option. But this to me is the iconic Velveteen Dream look. And this was the figure for his first time in the line. So if you collect specifically first time in the lines, this is the one to go for. And there ain't much else to really say about it. Like I said, it's a very simple look, but it fits the eccentric character Velveteen Dream that I've always liked, because I felt like he was Prince meets Goldust. It was kind of another attempt at that odd character that makes some people uneasy. Granted, as it's been pointed out in interviews, Goldust would not have occurred the shock and awe nowadays that he did when he debuted, but just have a different character. Not meaning that in a negative way, but his eccentric nature always made him an interesting character, and that's why I love the sculpt on the face. Is it's not necessarily a match face, but the raised eyebrow and the, if you ever seen Velveteen give his promos when he's talking to somebody, he's kind of looking over him quizzically, but like he's superior. So I like the face on it, and I think it's overall a good depiction of the character. And the possibility allows you to, I'm pretty sure. I won't switch hands because I'm being lazy. But you should be able to bend them over, get them up. Get them up on the shoulders here. There we go. Now put the head down. Yep. Get them up. Twist the wrist around. And then you can hit them with a Dream Valley driver and go in for the... I only got to switch the hand pose there. Hook them. Even though it looks like Velveteen just broke his arm. Then you got to get in that deep hook for the 1, 2, 3. So as always, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We tried to have a little fun. Follow us on all the socials. Check out the website. It'll have a written review that's very similar to this one with some stills that I'll take. And click the notification bell. Leave us a comment here on the website. If you have ideas or suggestions as to how we can do better, we'd love to hear from you. And remember, guys, no matter what your hobby is, enjoy it and share with others. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.